Okay, you can start. I have started recording. Okay.
You are muted, my dear.
Yes, I have
Sorry.
recorded already. Okay. Okay.
Already. Okay. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on where you are watching us from. Today is a special day for all of us. And when I say all of us, I don't mean only teachers and educators, I mean people generally, because teachers shape a new world, shape the new citizens. Today we have gathered to celebrate International World Teachers Day, which has been celebrated according to UNESCO site since 1994. And it is a day where we celebrate how teachers are education, but also we should reflect on the support we teachers need in order to fully deploy our talents and vocations, and to rethink the way ahead for the profession globally. And having said all this, I forgot to introduce myself. My name is Georgia Manetta, country coordinator for Greece, and I will be acting today as the moderator. Prefer to call it of this celebration. Before we begin, I would like to ask Mr. Mohive the founder of GEN, to say a few words.
Okay. Thank you, our today's honorable moderator. Welcome to all. Welcome to our today's honorable speaker and today's all of attendants. I want to say happy World Teachers Day. You know that this day is important for us as an educator. We remind our teachers in this time who guided us, who teaching us, and now we are teacher and we are teaching our student, and our today's day is very important for us. So today's very important webinar already started. All of our speaker very resourceful person, very important for us. So I would like to request all, please stay at the last time of our today's webinar. And just I want to welcome our today's honorable moderator and our organizing team and our honorable all of country coordinators, all of national committee member, global executive member, and all of our today's attendance. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Corina. Thank you, Georgia Mentela from Greece.
Thank you, Mr. Mohive. So I would like to welcome our guest of honor for today, Professor Dr. Ganeshan. I would like first to say a few things about him, although I understand that he's a really eminent person and educator. So Professor Ganeshan was professor of German at the Central Institute of English and Foreign Languages in Hyderabad, India, from 1975 to 2007, and he was also Vice Chancellor of CFL from 1996 for 1 year, and then 1 year again from 2004 to 2005. From 2007 to 2014, he taught German and Hindi at Emory University, Georgia State University, Georgia Tech, and Goethe Zentrum in Atlanta, USA. Since 2019, he's Emeritus Professor of German at the IIS, deemed to be University, Jaipur in India. He studied Hindi literature, history, and political science at Osmania University, and Germanistic and Internationale Politik at the Universität of Munich, from where he obtained his Doctor of Philosophy degree. He has been a recipient of fellowships from the German Academic Exchange Service, from the Konrad Adenauer Foundation in Germany, and he was a Humboldt Fellow at the University of Munich. He was elected for the Jakob und Wilhelm Grimm Prize of the German Democratic Republic in the year 1990. His field of specializations are German studies, methods of teaching German as a foreign language, and cross-cultural communication. He has written 2 books. I will not read his books because they are in German. He has published over 90 scholarly articles in journals all over the world. Since 2007, he's living in Atlanta, USA, and every year he's in India for 7 months, delivering lectures and conducting workshops all over India. Professor Ganeshan is available for academic assignments, delivering lectures and conducting workshops on German literature and culture, teaching German as a foreign language, cross-cultural communication, and Hinduism in the context of world religion. Professor, we are all ears. I would like just to remind to our attendees to keep their mics mute so that we do not get disturbed. Thank you. Professor Ganeshan, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can. Thank you.
We're all ears, Professor.
Oh,
for
I
the
see.
presentation.
Okay. I thought somebody else was going to talk. Okay. Okay. First of all, dear friends from all over the world, thanks to Global Education Network and my friend Corina for inviting me to be with you all today. Actually, I came to India 15 days ago. I started my lecture tour, and I arrived in the state of Orissa. That's how the English called it because they could not say the original name, Odisha. And I'm here in Orissa now. I'm going to give some 6 to 8 lectures at different institutions in the next 10 days. So I'm talking to you from my hotel room. There are no Wi-Fi at all. So I'm using my hot box and I hope it works without any problems. UNESCO has been supporting every year the World Teachers' Day. This is a well-meant gesture of international diplomacy, but what is the reality outside in the world? Well, the famous book, which you all know, has already said it thousands of years ago, that applies to education today. The spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. The theme of this year is transformation of education begins with teachers. Teachers are the greatest determinant of student achievement. But the bitter truth is that in many countries today, teachers are not being treated properly, since education has become a commercial commodity. Many of them are not paid adequate salaries, with the result that they don't feel motivated to do their job with sincere commitment. Education institutions are happy that nowadays they need not make any more large investments in infrastructure, renovations, and new constructions, thanks to the crisis situation created by the COVID-19, which is leading to the end of the brick and mortar era of education. The low overhead option is now glorified as it's glorified as online education, online teaching, online learning. Online education has its own problems, but we don't talk about it. Because today, to talk about the negative effect of technology means that you are making yourself a fool in the eyes of other people. They won't appreciate you. So today what's happening is, people who tell the truth, they are not needed. People who agree to everything, they are needed. So we are living in a time where prophets are not important anymore. Profit is important. So online education is problems. In India, for example, teachers were asked overnight to switch over to online teaching. Most of them, in fact, didn't receive any training in online instruction. Often the students knew much better than how to go around with the computers than the teachers. And many students boxed into their screens and homes with no chance to interact with their peers, having been feeling isolated and unmotivated. The bitter truth is, not only in India, but also in many other countries, students are even today heavily focused on the exam result, achieving the best grade or maximum marks to get admission to the next course. When they start searching for a job, they realize that in the professional world outside, what counts is not academic grade, but the fact how street smart you are and how effective you are in your job. The question is, does this kind of education where people just accumulate information and try to learn it by heart, go and vomit it in the exam, get the best grades, does this kind of education provide the relevant skills and prepare the students for the outside world of employability in the 21st century? The answer is not really. So what is education? Going by my own experience and the little bit of knowledge and wisdom I'm supposed to have, I would say education is a combination of information, knowledge, and wisdom leading to the creation of a sound mind and sound body. That was the ideal concept of education which was followed in the Greece once upon a time. That is why, the sound mind and sound body both were treated in the Greek education as very important. That's why you have the word gymnasium, which is used in German, gymnasium, which means a high school. It has nothing to do with the, bodybuilding gymnastics. Education is the harmonious and progressive development of all the innate powers and faculties of a human being, physical, intellectual, and ethical. Education is the development of human beings from within. There are three types of education, as we all know: formal education, informal education, and non-formal education. They're all equally important. Education has two vital functions to perform: a tradition-preserving function and a growth-facilitating function. Show me one country today in this world where this kind of education is available in a positive way. Nowadays, it's fashionable for everyone to talk about globalized education. Education for world peace and international understanding, using all kinds of high-sounding but empty words. I have my own definition of globalization as a person from India, which underwent colonial rule for years together. If colonialism in countries like India, it applies to many of the other colonized countries all over the world, in Asia, in Africa, in Latin America, by whichever European power. If colonialism was the rule by foreigners by force, globalization is the rule by foreigners by invitation. The kind of free flow of lots of empty words means, pardon me for saying this very bluntly because I'm a professor of German, I don't talk like an Indian normally. It's nothing but an intellectual diarrhea. In India, it's called loose motion, intellectual loose motion, because the reality looks different and not so comfortable. And there are no guts to talk about the real problems. Very often we are discussing theoretical issues and are not willing to boldly tackle the problem in reality. Most of us are unfortunately playing an intellectual game. That's all. See, this I want you to understand, because theory always preaches, but practice, pragmatics, teaches. In many countries of the world, in a metaphoric sense, there exists even today a darkness in the form of poverty, illiteracy, inequality, gender discrimination, unemployment, regionalism, violence against women, and corruption, financial and political. Today, unfortunately, all over the world, what is being referred to or what is being offered in most of the cases as education is only information, mostly at surface level, and that does not help the young people to face and handle life's reality. If you want to know what is the difference between information, people collect a lot of information, but then they have knowledge because of the information, but they don't gain the wisdom. If you want to ask me what is the difference between knowledge and wisdom, I'll give you a simple example. Knowledge is that you know that tomato is a fruit. That is knowledge. Wisdom is when you don't add the tomato to your fruit salad. So what's happening is there's no transfer of knowledge and wisdom in a positive manner from teachers to students. Teachers alone cannot change everything. So the transmission cannot happen only with the teachers. Everyone has to play a role in it. The students, the parents, the so-called educational administrative authorities, and the politicians. Teachers spit out all kinds of information, and the students try to swallow everything mechanically without even understanding it, and then spit it out in the exams to get a good result, the best grade or maximum marks that helps them to build up a professional career, earn more and more money. Everybody is running after money today. Everybody wants to sell you things which you don't need actually. Everybody wants you to buy things. Everybody wants the money from you which you don't have. The whole life is now revolving around money. We want all the children to perform the same way without realizing and accepting the fact that each child is unique personality. It's like calling different animals like cats, dogs, horses, monkeys, donkeys, lions, tigers, giraffe, fox, and elephants for an evaluation test and telling all of them that every one of them is going to get an equal chance and then demanding from them that they should all climb a tree. Education has become a commercial commodity all over the world today. People are trying to make money in the name of education. In this system, teachers have lost all their value, their self-respect. They are not being respected. Their views don't play a role at all. Politicians and business people are deciding everything about education. Education has become a service industry. There are absolutely no ethical values which play a role in the context of education today. In this context, what can, not today's India, but every country can offer to the younger generation. In the ancient Indian concept of education, education was considered to be the manifestation of the perfection already in the human being. Once upon a time, the Indian education was based on these important aspects: acquisition of relevant knowledge, development of inquiring mind, self-realization, character development, training in ethical values, cultural development, developing social virtues and social commitment. What was the role of the teacher? The teacher was perceived to be the communicator of knowledge and wisdom. His job was not just to pass on the surface level information. A teacher was expected to possess qualities like humility, truthfulness, simple living, high thinking, disciplined routine, mental control, and radiating a positive approach to life. The Sanskrit word guru, which is being misused in the Western society. Most of the ancient Indian terms are being absolutely misused. Guru is one of them. The Sanskrit word for teacher, guru, means an educator who removes one's ignorance by imparting relevant knowledge and thus leads the students or the learners from darkness to light, from ignorance to bliss. That is what many cultures, define the teacher as. I'm quoting from India because I come from the Indian culture. The teacher, the guru, the first he tested the student called Shishya, that's a learner or a student, identified the individual's capabilities, and then started the student the relevant knowledge required. The student lived in the family of the teacher as a member of the family. The house of the guru was tough, full of discipline, hard work, and concentration. At the end of the training, the student emerged as a well-learned, responsible individual capable of facing the toughest challenges of life. Today, in the field of international education, whichever country you may take, at the end of whatever surface level training is given to the students emerges as a potential and a intensive patient of a psychiatrist. How was the interaction between the teacher, the guru, and the student and the Shishya in the ancient India? Both took teaching and learning very seriously. Now, how many teachers take teaching seriously today? How many of them look at it as a profession to which they are committed? For many of them, it's a job where they can earn money. How many students are taking learning seriously? So the teacher had the responsibility of teaching and the student had the responsibility of learning. And you know today how it is. Today, parents hold the teachers responsible for the failure of their children. You know the famous parent-teacher meeting, the parent will come and say, how come? We'll ask the teacher, how come my son got only 40 out of 100 in mathematics? As if the mistake is the teacher. This means the boy did not learn properly and the parents did nothing about it. I always tell in my workshops to teachers, I give an advice, next time there's a parent-teacher meeting, some guy comes and tells you, how come my son got only 40 out of 100 in mathematics or in physics, whatever subject it is, smile at him and tell him, sir, your son got only 40 out of 100 because he is your son. At the beginning of every lesson, teacher and the student, the guru and Shishya, they chant their prayer in Sanskrit, which is from the Brihadaranya Upanishad called Pavamana Mantra. It went like this. I'll tell you in Sanskrit, then I'll tell you in English translation. Asato ma sadgamaya, tamaso ma jyotirgamaya, mritorma mritam gamaya, om shanti shanti shanti, which means both of them were praying and telling, from ignorance lead us to truth, from darkness lead us to light, from death lead us to immortality. Om, peace, peace, peace. So this is the thing they said. There's one more Sanskrit mantra which were jointly both of them chanted. It said, Sahana vavatu, sahanau bhunaktu, sahaviryam karavavahai, tejasvinavadi tamastu, ma vidvisavahai. Om shanti 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 means may we both, teacher and the student, be protected. May we both be nourished. May we work together with great energy and harmony. May we learn things. Let our study be effective. Let there be no misunderstanding between us. Om, peace in me, peace in nature, peace in divine forces around. So in the broader sense, the education starts at birth and continues throughout the life. So education should mean not learning for a profession to earn money. Education should mean learning for life. It's a process of development from infancy to maturity, from the cradle to the grave. It's a lifelong process. I want to quote another Indian poet, Thiruvalluvar, who said in my mother tongue, which is Tamil, it's not Tamil, it's Tamil, Karka kasadara karpavai kattapin milka adarku taha, which means whatever you learn, learn it thoroughly. After you have learned it, learn to apply what you have learned and live your life according to what you have learned and according to the value system you have received. The kind of education we need for the future, that is transmission of education for me, is to put it in the words of the Indian philosopher and spiritual leader, Swami Vivekananda. He said, we need an education which facilitates the character formation of the students, supports increasing the inner strength of the mind of the students, helps the students expand their intellectual capacities so that they can stand on their own feet and face life. Compared to many of you who are 30 years old, 40 years old, 45 years old, I am just 75 years young. And I don't know how long I'm going to live, but as a committed teacher, I do hope that in my next birth, I'll be able to get such an education wherever I may be born in this world. We're all living in a time of disinformation, where all the social media are spreading very often fake news, trying to destabilize us and driving us against one another. We need to be careful. Therefore, let me conclude by quoting an important advice from another Tamil poet, a poet in my mother tongue, the same man whom I quoted now, Thiruvalluvar. He said, எப்பொருள் யார் யார் வாய் கேட்பினும் அப்பொருள் மெய்ப்பொருள் காண்பது அறிவு. Which means, he said, whatever you may be hearing from whomever it may be, using your intelligence, you have to find out whether there is any truth in what you have been told. That is the wisdom you should have as a lifelong learner. This advice applies also to my talk. Don't just believe me. Think about it critically. Start thinking about whatever I have said and ask yourself whether there is any truth in what I said. And I hope, if not till now, at least from now, every one of you try to become a very sincere and committed teacher and take up the responsibility for forming the personality of our students in a positive way. Thank you all for your patience. My email address you can take from, but I'm also giving you that quickly. It's only one word, all letters written small, German, like the German language, and continue the word German Ganeshan. That's my full name, last name. Put it together, germanganeshan@gmail.com. I'll be very happy to receive your feedback from you. Anytime you want anything to ask me about education, about the world, anything you want, please write me and contact me. I am approachable, I am accessible. In Sanskrit, there is a saying, Parokaram itam shariram, which means the God has given us the body so that we can use this body to help other people. And that's what I'm trying to do. I give all my lectures in India and my workshops, wherever I'm doing it in India, in the world, online, face to face. I do everything without expecting any money from anybody. I never ran after money in my life. Money never ran after me. But if you ask me, how was it girls and ladies? Then I can't give you the same answer. I did run after them and they also ran after me. That's why you see I'm looking very, very happy today. Thanks for your patience. Please be in touch. I wish each and every one of you what you wish for yourself. God bless you. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor. Your speech was really inspiring, and what I kept and would like to remember for the rest of my life is the fact that we should try to be responsible and take action towards educating our students and towards making them better people, better citizens. And also, of course, from now on, I will always say I'm the years young and not the years old, which is much better, of course, and because educators are always young at heart, because they are always with students. Thank you very much. Corina, over to you.
Thank you, Professor Ganeshan. It was really an honor to have you with us once again. I'm very happy that you accept my invitation. As always, I believe all the people feels that they are young, they are lovely, because your speech is always touching our hearts. Thank you once again. And now I would like to share with all of you a short video related to education. I hope you would like it.
You matter most to me now. You made it a point to show how you laid the path for me, showing strong. You turn stones to statues. You show light in the dark night. You hold my hand and make me walk through. For you, it's a routine thing, and you go on. Oh, you matter most to me now. All the life you lead, you had nothing in return. You spend your time shaping me fine. You matter most to me now. You made a point to show how you lead the path for me, showing strong. You kept me working so long. I know you were never wrong. You were tough with me and pulled my arm. You never gave up on me. You got the words into me. You cleared the path to ride through and shine. For you, it's a routine thing, and you go on. Oh, you matter most to me now. All the life you lead had nothing in return. You spend your time shaping me fine. You matter most to me now. You made a point to show how you laid the path for me, showing strong. Tell me why should I not give some love back to you? Take me back, make me fly the way you want to. Oh, I said I remain. Oh, I mean you are the real one. You were my teacher.
I hope you liked the video. It was just a short introduction to what it's mean to be from now. Georgia, over to you.
Thank you. That was so touching, actually. The song reminds us why we're teachers and why we keep on teaching young souls and minds. So, as Corina said, this song was just the introduction to what comes next. Now we are going to hear 5 students expressing their gratitude and their thoughts about their teachers. I would like to ask Nur Lisa Meira Binti Aswudi Akbar from Malaysia on the floor.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
Okay,
Hi.
Hi.
okay, we are hearing. Okay, welcome.
Madam Nirmala, are you there?
Yes, teacher Corinne is sharing for you the screen.
Okay, sure. Okay, may I start? Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, dear educators and students. Happy Teachers' Day, dear educators. I am here is because of my educator, Madam Nirmala, and the organizer, Miss Corina from Global Education Network. The many teachers who shaped me for what I am today as a student, singer, and presenter. The teachers are Madam Nirmala and all my teachers from NSK St. Patrick, Malaysia. Now, I will reveal a few points in showing importance of teachers in my life. Teachers are arguably the most important members of our society. They give children purpose, set them up for success, and citizens of our world, and inspire in them a drive to do well and succeed in life. Children carry what they are taught at a young age throughout the rest of their life. They will use what they have learned to influence society. Teachers can shape leaders of the future in the best way for society to build positive and inspired future generation, and therefore design the society both on a local and global scale. They can be a role model and an inspiration to go further and to dream bigger. They hold students accountable for their success and failure, and good teachers won't let the talented student get away with not living up to their full potential. Teaching students information in a way that they will remember and put to use is one of the greatest gifts anyone can give to another person. Doing so opens students' eyes to new ways of looking at life, especially in this 22nd century. Teachers of all walks of life and subject have the ability to shape opinions and help form ideas about society, life, and personal goals. Teachers can also expand student limits and push their creativity. Teaching is a tough job, but it is one where you can make the most impact in another person's life. I would like to say thank you to all the teachers in the world. Without teachers, we are nobody. Thank you, Madam Nirmala and Teacher Corina, for the opportunity given to me in today's Teachers' Day celebration. Before I end my presentation, I would like to sing a song for my beloved teacher, especially for Madam Nirmala and all the teachers all the world. Happy to let you know you make me glow. I feel so good, it's true. So glad that I have you. You love me so. Now all is right. I always thank you for the glow and thank you for the joy. Thank you for the love you give to me. I'm glowing, glowing inside with your love shining through. Thank you for everything you do. I'm going inside because of you. Thank you. That's all from me. I would like to say Happy Teachers' Day to all the teachers in the world, and thank you because you all already be a good teacher to all your students. That's all from me. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Alisa. Congratulations on a great presentation. I guess Madame Nirmala will be very proud of you and is always very proud of you. Thank you. We are moving on to the next student who comes from Russia and is Alina Talalueva. Are you here?
Yes, I'm here. Hello.
Hi there.
Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, dear friends. I'm Alina Talalueva from Krasnoyarsk, Russia. I study in secondary school number 5 in grade 11, so I'm 17 years old. And today I want to present my project on the topic, the transformation education begins with teachers. So to begin with, I would love to quote Henry Adams. A teacher affects eternity. He can never tell where his influence stops. 21st century education trends. The main trends of the education system in the 21st century. Universalization, training specialists with universal knowledge and skills capable of changing their qualifications and occupations through professional training courses and further education. Individualization, development of individual characteristics of students. Interaction, teacher-student communication and collaboration. And humanization, focused on the student's personality, interests, requests, and individual abilities. The profession of a teacher requires comprehensive knowledge, love for children. Taking into account the diverse interests of modern students, the teacher must develop own professional and personal skills and possess moral values. The teacher strongly influences the development of the child's personality at school, providing conditions for her or his integration into the new social environment. For school children, such an environment is the classroom where they get involved into collaborative activities with peers. All this helps develop students' 21st century skills like teamwork, communication, collaboration, and creativity. As soon as a child comes to school, the teacher helps students get to know each other, creates an atmosphere of common work and cooperation. In the activities of teachers, it is important to apply methods of interaction and discussion to develop children's confidence and critical thinking skills. Such teaching approaches create teacher-student rapport. Due to the fact that my future career is related to education, it is important for me to know what qualities and skills a teacher should possess. One of the most important qualities of a good teacher, or in my case, in a tutor, is emotional stability. A teacher should always stay calm, be devoted, and motivating. He or she should also be patient and respectful to others. As for me, as I consider myself to be quite emotionally balanced, and I understand how important it is for students. An innovative teacher should practice such classroom management tactics. Guide the student to come to the answer independently, directing her thoughts. Give advice to the students and encourage initiative on her part. The student should not hesitate to ask questions in the classroom to make things clear. Be attentive during classes, present the new material in a comprehensive way, and encourage the student to cope with the task absolutely on one's own. Teaching is not a delivery system, it's an art form, taught by Sir Ken Robinson. This is my English teacher, Nadezhda Ivanova. At the moment, I'm in my senior year, and I can say what role teachers have played in my life. To be honest, not all teachers influence me. I think some of them are too strict and loud, but still there is one that I like. Namely, she is my English teacher, is Miss Nadezhda Ivanova. I consider her a responsible person who loves her job and is dedicated to teaching students. She will always help with questions and some projects. So when I was in grade 9, We did a lot of work together in my graduation project on the topic games in English lessons, in which I talked about how to teach children to love and learn a foreign language with the help of games. And Miss Nadezhda Ivanova helped me a lot because she has a lot of experience with creating projects and performing in public. This is my mom. She is a speech therapist. My family also has a teacher. This is my mother. She is a speech therapist in the kindergarten. Therefore, I also have inclination to work with children and help them. And I know that my future profession will be related with teaching and learning. That's all from me. Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
Thank you, Alina. Your presentation was wonderful, and I'm sure that you love Miss Nadia because she's an amazing educator, and Miss Nadia must be really proud of you. Thank you for pointing out the trends of today's education, and I wish you all the best for your future dream to become a teacher. I'm sure that you will enjoy it.
Thank you.
Our next speaker student comes from Lebanon, and he's Mohammad Hussein. I'm sorry if I mispronounce the names. Mohammad, you here? Hi there.
Yeah, and you pronounced it right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for inviting me here to be on this meeting. So, hey everyone, I'm Mohammad Hassan from Lebanon. And before anything, I want to wish for all the teachers on this day a happy Teachers' Day and hope you all stay blessed always, because you're the base of this society who build an educated world that brings the welfare and facility to the human being. As I get invited to be a speaker in this event, I was asked to talk about a teacher that made a change in me, that has a special place in my heart and has a great influence on my personality and thoughts. So, who came to my mind as the first place was teacher Maha Hadi, a special teacher that left a special touch in me, taught me a lot, and especially how to deal with this life and with people. She's an effective reason for transforming me from a shy, hesitant person to a confident person that speaks on global platforms without hesitation. With her, I was able to achieve a lot and write pages of my successful experience with international projects and programs. She never failed to motivate and encourage me and remind me that I'm a person who is able to do a lot and to make a difference in this world. And what's the most important is that this teacher is always my reference if I want any advice or if I'm confused to do anything. She's always there to give me support. So thank you, Teacher Maha, for being there. And thanks for all of you teachers for being the support of your students and for building better generations. That's all from me, and thank you all for your support.
Thank you so much, Mohammed. All three presenters so far have mentioned the most important characteristics that teachers should have: motivation, encouragement, support towards their students, and realization of their hidden talents and abilities. So now from Lebanon, we are moving back to Europe and to Spain with Safer or Safai El Kalfawi. Safer.
Yes.
Did I pronounce it well?
Yes.
Correctly? Okay. We're all ears.
So, hello to everyone. My name is Safa. I'm 17 years old. I study at ES Al-Khala High School here in Spain. First of all, I would like to thank you for inviting me to this interesting conference and for having the honor of sharing with you my opinion about this International Teachers' Day. It is undeniable that teachers have an important place, not only in the student's education at school, but also in every part of his or her life. Teachers give us knowledge, develop our skills, and help us to shape our future and shape our dreams. Moreover, they play a big role in shaping our personal features because they have a great impact on our way of thinking about ourselves and others as well. Also on how to become self-confident and be responsible for our own decisions. I was lucky enough to find all these qualities in my Spanish teacher of history, whose name is Jose Antonio Sanchez. Jose Antonio Sanchez has influenced who I am as a person. He taught me to work hard and always do my best. I would describe him as always being happy and cheerful. He demonstrates kindness and patience to every student in his class. Another important thing that he taught me is to believe in myself. And I myself hope that I can demonstrate the same great qualities that make him a successful teacher. Jose Antonio has been one of the best teachers that affected my life the most. He influenced me to become the best at anything that I set out to be. Therefore, I would like to give him special thanks during this International Day. Teachers' Day celebration is a wonderful opportunity for all the students to do something for their teachers in respect and honor. As a student, I will always be grateful to all my teachers in my life. Finally, I would like to congratulate all the teachers here and everyone in this world. Thank you for all your hard work and dedication. Happy Teachers' Day. Thank you. This has been all for today. Thank you for listening.
Thank you so much. Let me give you a heart now. It is moments like these that make us educators forget about all the tiring nights that we spent planning our lessons and all the bad times we have with some students because they don't understand us. So it is times like these where students do realize the great work we do and appreciate us. Thank you, Safer. Moving on to our last student speaker, we are traveling to Morocco, where Fatima Zare Lawing is waiting for us. Fatima? I cannot see this name here. Can anybody help me here? The name is not here. Corina Mosudin.
Maybe she's not joining.
Maybe there are
Mohamed,
problems with technology.
do you know anything?
Hi, sorry, she's looking for a place where she can get access to the
Okay.
room.
Till
Okay.
till she. I
Yeah,
would,
just 5 minutes.
show you something, and I hope you would like.
Thank you, Corina.
If the girl is still not here, let's move on and call our next guest of honor.
We are moving to our is Denise Fernandez. Denise Fernandez was born in Mozambique, which used to be a Portuguese colony. She worked for 2 years as the Latino outreach, or as well as events and volunteer coordinator for New Jersey for Governor Murphy. She represented President Obama in New Jersey as the Latino outreach for Organizing for Action and Obama for America. At present, she President Obama through all on the line. As a member of Obama for America Organization for Action, Denise developed relationships with many diplomats, country advisors, community leaders, and the public who share the passion for connecting the undeserved community. She serves on New Jersey Performing Arts as the Latino Advisory Committee, Union Country Interfaith, advisor to the Fatherhood Initiative for Union County, Latino Outreach for the Interfaith of Union County. As a member of White House Hispanic Prosperity under President Biden. She was a member of White House Hispanic Initiative under President Obama. She holds a BA in English and a Master's in Arts and American Literature. She speaks, reads, and writes Spanish, French, Italian, and Portuguese. She has received an honorary degree in governance and leadership from United Graduate College Seminary. She formed the Fernandez Initiative. She's the co-founder of La Via al Éxito, a non-profit organization focusing on education. She's the Portugal country chair and honorary life member from Orange League and Economic Forum. She's the executive director of a non-profit organization that focuses on education. And here is Denise Fernandez, and we are honors for her.
Thank you so much for that introduction. Thank you to Corina and for the Global Education Network for the invitation. Today is World Teachers Day, and teachers play such an important role in children's life. They mold them for the future. Here in the United States, more and more teachers are quitting their profession because they don't have no incentives. It's a shame. We need be educated. We have a teachers shortage, as I said before, in America. I salute all the teachers on this day for everything they do. We would not be here. So I salute my teacher, and it's a pleasure to be here. And thank you for your time.
Thank you, Dr. Fernandez. It was an honor having you here today. And now I can see Fatima, the students here. Am I wrong? I think I don't know.
Fatima,
No,
are you
she's
with
here.
us?
Yes, she's here. I can see her. Can her teacher help us? No, I can see her. Okay, okay. Can you unmute Fatima? Yes.
Therefore, their influence on our personality is above your teachers. They not only teach up what to learn and how to learn it, also they help us to develop our creating
Fatima Zahra?
and
Fatima
develop
Zahra?
our scientific
Do you hear
interest,
me?
and also
Fatima
to
Zahra.
be active. I surround it's self-development, and I want to thank her during this is International Day. My team, I would like to express My special thanks to my teachers in Al Karawin High School. And generally speaking, a big thank you to all teachers everywhere. Thank you for your efforts and thank you for inspiring us and shaping our mind for better future. Thank you.
Thank you, Fatima. I think she had a hard time presenting her views. So thank you very much for trying and being here with us. And thank you to her teacher as well for bringing Fatima here to our event.
Thank you.
Happy Teachers Day, Fatima.
Thank you.
Bye. Bye, dear. We are moving on to the first of our expert speeches now. It's from Cameroon. I'm not sure I can. I have a problem when trying to, speak out names. Faith Taiva. He's a founder of Digital Education Citizenship Association, a researcher in digital law, and a blogger. He is into peace building and advocate of GBV. He's an educator on media and information. He's a researcher à la chronique du droit numérique et le cyberespace. And he's a jurist as well. I'm sorry if I mispronounce the name.
Hello, everyone.
Hi there.
I have some problem to open my video. So I try that the video off. So let me share with you my presentation, my PowerPoint presentation.
Yes, you can share it. Yes.
Is it okay?
You have to open your presentation. We see it's ready to be opened.
You see my presentation?
No, it's not open. You have to open it just like it is. Click on it so that it opens. Can you do that? Yes, click on it. I think it's opening, so let's wait for a couple of minutes.
Okay. Sorry, but I try like this, but my name is Taiwe Parfait, founder of Digital Education Citizenship Association, based in Cameroon. We accompany the teachers to educate on social media, on media literacy in Cameroon. So the topics today is transformation of education, beginning with teachers. The teachers is the key factor of the education because it's the first factor is understanding the drive of change in the education system, the factor in the development of the education system. Because I say like because in Cameroon we have some problem in our education system because the children kill the teachers every year. So let me say that the teachers is the first factor of the sustainable development. Why the the children kill the teachers because the children in Cameroon not want go to school, no want the teachers teach him but the education is wrong, the education is bad in our country. So this association, in our association, we accompany the teachers to educate in social media on education literacy. Move slide is Malcolm. Malcolm X said that the education is the passport to the future for tomorrow, belong to those who prepare for it today. Because the teachers, the education is the key for our children. Why the children not go to school? Go to school. In our country, the have the bad system, have the bad system. So Nelson Mandela said that the education is the most used weapon that man can use to change the world. The man used to change the world. War is this day the children go to school to hope they change the world for the future. That is my advice for the other children, for the children of the world. The education is the first asset we give to our children, because without it, the child end up doing the wrong thing. A well-educated child has a better future. That if I have the well-education for our children, we have the better future for tomorrow. Nelson Mandela said that the man like this, the children or the news, the parent, the family, so on. If we have, we can change the world, we can change our future to our children. That is my advice, to have and teachers have Teachers Day. Teachers Day have good future, because for tomorrow belong to those who prepare to eat today. Everyone, just I finish my presentation. I like to say to World Teachers Day, thank you for your kind attention, please.
Very much. We had some problems with technology, but I think we meaning of education and the need of its. We are moving on to who comes from India, Akashdeep. Akashdeep is a young researcher, a social entrepreneur, a technologist, and disability advocate, working for the betterment of people with disability, technical R&D, particularly in the fields of education and deployment. He's pursuing a PhD in Indian Institute of Technology in Delhi, India. His research interest lies in making digital content accessible to persons with disability. Prior to this, he has completed a master's in optoelectronics and optocommunication and bachelor's in electronics and communication engineering. He co-founded a startup named iSTEM, which provides consultancy to enterprises, universities to make their digital infrastructure accessible for persons with disability. And iSTEM also works towards empowering PWD through skill training, mentorship, and hiring opportunities as they aim to develop an ecosystem where people with disability provide their contribution as developers of technology rather than being the consumers of it. So I guess Mr. Akashdeep believes that people with disability are not only consumers, but producers of technology for all people around us. We are all ears.
Thank you. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, everyone, depending on from where you are joining. First of all, happy Teachers' Day to everyone. When I was asked to speak on the occasion of World Teacher Day by Naveen Gupta ji on this platform, I got a chance to recall all my memories and learning, which brought me to the level where I'm standing today. Teachers play a very important role in our life, as they're the one, in a way, gives the direction to our life and help us become better. By teachers, I don't just mean our school teachers or the college professors. Teachers can be our parents, friends, family members, or maybe colleagues, partner, or whoever you meet on day-to-day basis, or maybe your critics who are there in every phase of your life. Life experiences can be good or bad, but what matters is how we come out of it. We can learn either from our own experiences or from the experiences of others. One who is keen to learn achieves greater success, and not just because of his own capability, but the access which he get, untapped access which he get from the experiences of others. A true teacher is a who does not just make you a learner, but also helps you in becoming a moral person. In today's world, book learning is easy, but what is more needed and important is lesson about values. Now, I would like to share some of the instances from my life. I started my schooling from a Hindi medium school. After that, when I switched to English medium school during the high school, things was not that very easy because I was not good at English at that time. And I used to get severe and even got tensed. How will I clear my exam? At that moment, some of the teachers understood my problem and helped me by taking extra classes or even giving some extra time during the lunch, where they used to explain me the concepts in English, corrected my made me learn the meaning of difficult, and even they allowed me to answer me in Hindi during the initial phases. And then I was able to shift to English from. So here we can understand the role of the not only the role of the teachers was not just in learning me a new language, but also saved me getting disheartened. There is one more instance that I remember from my life. Generally, in India, parents prefer government jobs over private jobs. I was also hired for an officer position in one of the largest nationalized banking institutions. But during I was pursuing master's in engineering and had keen interest in it and didn't want to go for it. But since I'm a person with visual impairment, and I was suffering from I'm suffering from eye disease, due to which I cited gradually, and at the time I started even having challenges in reading and writing. That's why, and even many of the teachers across the world doesn't know how they can teach a blind student. That's why my parents was very adamant. You should prep job in comparison to the master, as that will be more secure and better future for you. That was very hard, and it was very hard for me to decide what should I do or what should I. It was then the guidance which I received from my professor helped me overcome this situation. It was not only just the master's which I was able to, but I'm also about to complete my PhD in computer science. And I also co-founded a technical school and successfully running it for the last 3 years. So here I'm thankful for the guidance, and the guidance actually helped me in following my passion. Teachers actually lives their life like a candle, who burns themselves to enlighten others. And their very nature is like a coconut, hard from outside, but soft from inside. I feel a teacher must keep the habit of curiosity, self-exploration, and understanding amongst the students, instead of just asking them to memorize the content. And as a student, we must always a why about, as that will develop better understanding about, instead of just blindly following the teachers. Ideally, should themselves according to the student. Each and every student is different, but the teacher is. So in order to make it understandable to each and every, and that's why they have to come even sometime at the student level. A teacher also plays very important in select subject in which a student will choose, his interest will get developed for a particular subject. Because mostly it is obvious that the understanding between the student and the teacher plays a vital role in developing the interest of the student towards a particular subject. Now, I would also like to highlight the dark side of this. Nowadays, many teachers take teaching as a business and not as a service. They really not care about how much the student is understanding. What they are most of the time about whether their fees is really credited in their bank account or not. As a student, you shouldn't get distracted by such behaviors of some selected teachers. Instead, look for the alternative, self-learning, online learning, etc. So in this journey called life, a teacher can be good or bad, but you must learn from and become a better. Further, today we are celebrating Dashera, which symbolizes the victory of good over evil. So happy Dashera to everyone. With this, I'm concluding my speech, and thank you to all of you for listening with the patience.
Thank you so much, Mr. Kashdeep. We had some problems with sound, at least I had. But I guess we all realized the deeper meaning of your sayings, the fact that it was teachers who pushed you to do your best, and even from bad teachers, we can make it the most. Thank you very much. And now we are moving to our last expert speaker, Mr. Mohammed Yusuf Ibrahim Kil, from Afghanistan. He was born and raised in Kabul. He got his bachelor's degree from Kabul University and he continued his further higher education in Estonia and Turkey respectively. He holds a master's degree in international relations and a postgraduate degree in diplomacy and international relations. He has worked with several national and international organizations. He also has work experience in the field of media with the National Radio and TV of Afghanistan. He's currently looking forward to continuing his further higher education in the relevant field. He is a PhD candidate. He speaks Pashto, Persian, Urdu, English, Turkish, and a fair level of French. Mr. Mohammed, the floor is yours.
Thank you very much, Georgia. Thanks a lot. Thank you very much to participants. I'm very happy to be part of this wonderful event and participate in this gathering. It's so good to celebrate this wonderful day of Teachers' Day, and I'm very happy. At the outset, I would like to thank you all for giving me the chance to participate in this wonderful event and great event. I would also like to thank you all for participating in this great event. I thank the Global Education Network and my friend Karina for inviting me to attend this wonderful event. I would like to extend my sincere congratulations to all teachers in education community on this wonderful day. Happy Teachers' Day. Honorable participants and ladies and gentlemen, as we are gathered here to discuss and have some words regarding Teachers' Day in education, it is of great importance to shed light on the importance of teaching and education and teachers themselves and the challenges and opportunities they have. Education is a base for every single phenomenon in our life as human beings. The key to peace and democratic stability, jobs and economic growth, health and safety, respect and harmony between different genders, beliefs, and nations and communities is education. And the key for education is, of course, teacher. Humans are unique and teachers are the key to education. You can have a school, college, or university without having a building, even without books, notebooks, and blackboards or computers, etc. But without a teacher, you cannot have a school, college, university. This is simplicity. Everything is in this event has unforgettable experience and influence of the extraordinary teachers. Some 2.5 decades ago, the ILO and UNESCO Intergovernmental Conference announced its recommendation on the status of teachers, followed by the similar recommendation on the status of higher education and teachers in November 1997. But in fact, we know that their place is past for thousands of years, and we know the importance of teacher, how it has impact on the society, personal values. Teaching and being a teacher has been considered as an honorable profession. It is not just a profession, but value, honor, and ethnic base for the society. It is true that the values and culture of a nation and its people flow. The value, system, personality, and behavior of teachers have a direct impact on our young generation. Teachers are also participants in the front line of educational reforms, which is vital for successful high-quality schools and universities. Unfortunately, despite this, teachers are often excluded from policy-making, management of education systems, as well as from the daily development of educational strategies and decisions. Therefore, it is our effort to create progress through educational reforms. We must emphasize on governments, on the empowerment of teachers, which includes giving them real opportunities to participate in the development of learning outcomes and decision-making. I believe that teachers are creative and talented individuals. Teachers show a positive response whenever they are respected and included in vital decisions for their work. One of the areas of life that all teachers should think about is equality, community, and inclusiveness of any educational system. Numerous programs have been used that are focused on equality in society and pay special attention to minorities or to children and students with special medical or learning needs or other problems. Such programs will lead to an empowered youth and great society. The time has come to make sure that all children have the opportunity to enjoy the right to equally education. This has not happened in many parts of the world, And we must criticize the governments in which, for example, young women are deprived of the right to education and to play a role in society in general. Today, we are facing both challenges and opportunities to provide quality education for our youth. Educational systems in many countries are in a very critical situation. So, along with the development, they have to remain a precise balance between traditional and community on one hand, and modernity and innovation and change on the other hand, considering that every day is added to the history, and also considering the unprecedented growth rate of development, especially in the fields of fields such as medicine, engineering, and science. It must be said that reaching this balance is not an easy task. Teachers are among the most important nation builders. They are the most valuable national resource, and the country is grateful to them for building the young generation and their efforts and gain true knowledge and to have a dignified life. As I said about challenges, we still see lots of barriers against education. For example, for instance, in Afghanistan, girls are banned for secondary education of schools. These are such challenges we face in different parts of the world, and we need to tackle them. This is really sad to see. Almost millions of girls are banned from their right to education in Afghanistan. This challenge and likewise challenges are yet to be tackled and to be answered. And we, as education community, we must do and take steps in order to remove these barriers and provide opportunities for the young girls to go to school. As we live in 21st century, we have plenty of opportunities as well. For example, we live in the media, like social media we are using, and distance education, virtual education, access to online libraries, research materials, connections. So these are great opportunities how we can materialize and to pave the way for students to learn something. As I said, teaching and learning as a process has a very important impact on our lives. Through this process, our young generation develop sensitivity towards the happiness and feelings of others. Through that, our youth should develop the ability to work and participate in economic, social processes, as well as in social change processes. These hopes and dreams for young people necessarily means the educational environment should be free of fear, mental damage, and worry. No young person, regardless of religion, gender, or community, should be afraid of going to school, college, or university. In conclusion, I would like to read some phrases and quotes, and I would like to, for example, a good teacher explains, a better teacher proves and shows, a great teacher inspires. A teacher's goal is not to create students like himself, but to educate students to create an image of themselves. Teacher is a profession that teaches all other professions. Education is an endless process. As our Prophet Muhammad said, peace be upon him, from cradle to grave seek knowledge. So education is a great process, and throughout the time, throughout the history, we have seen lots of changes coming as we see technology, new innovations. So our main goal and idea must be how to create these synergies between these new developments and teaching methods. For instance, as we see the new technology, how to use it in a positive way in order to improve the skills, enhance the abilities of our students. Teaching and education are interconnected. With new technology and innovation, we have those opportunities to have more development and improvements. With these words, I congratulate all teachers, mentors, and educational staff, and all participants. Thank you very much again. On the occasion of the Teachers International Day, I express my warm and sincere congratulations to all members of the teaching community. I wish you success and progress in your personal and professional life. Thank you very much. I also thank the organizers, participants, and all members for holding such a great event to talk about and have a gathering. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Yusuf. Your presentation and speech gave further food for thought. because educators and students are always at the forefront of events, especially political events. And I don't want to go further because you mentioned things, and we know what's happening in Afghanistan and in other countries around the world. So it's us educators who need to strive in order to make the life of these children, of these students, better. Thank you so much. And we are moving on to our second guest of honor, who is Mr. Mohammad Kabir Hossain from Bangladesh. I've seen his bio and I don't even know where to start from. Anyway, I will talk about his career. He's an associate professor in the Directorate of Secondary and Higher Education. He is the third of 4 children. He joined as teacher educator in the Teachers Training College in July of 2005. Through the journey of teacher educator, Mr. Hossain started his career as lecturer in Government Teachers Training College. He successfully completed the probationary period and also the terms and conditions of Bangladesh Civil Services, and he was promoted as assistant professor and joined Government Teachers Training College in Dhaka. In 2016, he was promoted as associate professor and serving as Fire to Innovate program on teachers' capacity development through e-learning, blended learning, instructional design, and educational innovations. His area of works consists of innovation and change training, digital transformation, leadership behaviors and practice, new teaching learning methodologies and techniques in training, 4IR-based soft skills in education, preparation of training manual and teacher's guide, innovate new concepts and ideas to implement ICT in education, generate content areas and topics for the training, development of contents and contexts, development of curriculum, change to meet the learning needs, distance learning and emergency remote learning during the period of COVID-19. And are important. Got a scholarship of theory and practice in secondary education from the University of Canterbury in New Zealand in 2010, and a scholarship of audiovisual learning material, management, production, and activities from the University of Professor Hossain, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Georgie. Can you hear me, please?
Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Dear participant, honorable guest, I'm welcoming all of you from Bangladesh as well as from my side. I'm the travel, maybe the some maybe created, please pardon me. If you allow me, I would like to share my screen.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. You can share, sir.
Allow just a few seconds. Oh. Can you see the screen, please?
Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I think Georgia explained a lot.
You can, we can see your screen, but can you,
Yes.
I think you're.
This is Mohammad Kabir Hossain.
Yes, you're doing fine.
I just starting my speech here. Today on Teachers' Day. Happy Teachers' Day. I am happy and feel honored to be here. I would like to big hands and honor this word. First of all, I'd like to give thanks to the organizer, that is Global Education Network, for giving me the opportunities to participate in this prestigious program. So, who we are? We are not only teacher, we are the dreamer of your child, right? We work beyond limit, morning to night. We can't stop our duty, even in any disaster. we proved that during the COVID. We prepare our future generations. So we create all the professions by our job, by our thoughts, by our thinking. But the question is, how the teachers today around the world? I think you all know the answers. You have experience, you have many examples regarding the issues. We need to more focus on professions. I think you can see the surroundings, lots of celebrity program on teachers' profession. But what about these professions? I think we need to create more scope, more opportunities for our teachers. We need to find out the challenges and opportunities for making the global teachers. I think you know this is the time for global teachers. So now I'd like to say something about Bangladesh practice. And right now we are focusing in Bangladesh for teachers community. We always nationally celebrate our World Teachers Day. This year we will celebrate this program coming 27th October 2022 under the Ministry of Education in Bangladesh. Besides, we organizing teachers motivational and recognition program in during the year long. We have teachers professional network, teachers professional development, and even there is a scope to create best practices. That is the story of the teachers. Best content developer, best online performer, best innovator, and best leader, and that is for institution head. These all are motivational program for teachers. During the year, we are organizing that type of programs to create motivational teachers in the country. So this is our teachers professional network platform. Teachers are engaged here and engaged a lot of activities, and they are connected one with each other around the country. This is another platform for teachers. This is e-learning platform. Teachers can enhance their professional skills by using this platform through online. So what happening by these initiatives? Please have a look.
ওয়ালাইকুম আসসালাম। কি চাই?
মোশাররফ স্যারের সাথে একটু
বলো। ওটা শিশির না?
জি স্যার।
একদিন পর কি চাই?
বশির ভাইয়ের নাম্বার খুঁজে কি না কি কাগজপত্র তুলবে।
আচ্ছা, খাবেন?
দেন একটু। আপনি চলে গেলে তো আপনার চাল ভাজা মিস করবো স্যার।
মিস করবেন কেন? আমার বাসা তো কাছেই, টিফিন পিরিয়ডে যে কোনো সময় চলে আসবো। আর মোটে 2টো ক্লাস বাকি আছে, পড়া কম, আড্ডাই বেশি হবে। একটা বেসিক বিষয় নিয়ে আলোচনা হবে, দেখে শুনে তুলে নাও, শুধু খাতায় নয়। তেমন কোনো সমস্যা না, এমন তো হতেই পারে। এই কই যাও?
স্যার একটু টয়লেট।
একটু কেন, আরো 4-5 জন নিয়ে যাও, তাহলে তো গল্পটা জমবে।
জি স্যার।
কে ওখানে? দুপুরবেলায় এই পাজিটাকে দেখেই আমার সন্দেহ হচ্ছে।
So we'd like to create that type of teachers in Bangladesh. So big honor to the teachers in the world. Now I'd like to emphasize what happening in Bangladesh due to education 4.0 and COVID-19 practice. Now we are addressing the transformation in education, and that is, this is our learning experience during the COVID, and we have continue our education. We will continue our education through television, radio, online, social media, and etc. Even our teacher enhanced their professional development by using our event platform. So these COVID practice and fourth industrial revolution, we are moving transformation in education. In industry 4.0, we thinking and during this time our knowledge will be change, alternation, modification, and transformation. So we are focusing innovation-based education during this time. Not only that, we are focusing beyond the pedagogy and andragogy. We are focusing on heutagogy. Now the time for personalized learning. So we are focusing this heutagogy and personalized education in our new curriculums and teachers training, etc. So transformation we're starting in our education. Our Minister of Education realized that we need a multimodal approach in teaching learning. So we are designing something like that. Because one size won't fit all. So multimodal approach is the right approach, we think. Not only that, we are trying to adapt these changes, this transformation by existing content pedagogies and hardware. So finally, we are designing a blended learning framework for our country, and that is, I think you can see this framework. This framework has 5 pillars. The one is teaching learning practice, content and resources, assessment, teachers' capacity development, and inclusive infrastructures. You can see the teaching learning practice. We think that the teaching learning will be not face-to-face. This can be live, online, TV, radio, and recorded class also. This can be broadcast in social media. Even content, huge content will be developed by a PPP model on our new curriculums, and this content will be open for all learners as well as teachers. Assessment, we are focusing on continuous assessment and PBL also. And also, we will think it user-friendly by using technology. Teachers' capacity development, we think it should be face-to-face and online by using our online platform. Even inclusive infrastructure, we are focusing the high-tech, low-tech, and no-tech solutions by integrating policy management and partnership. So this is our model in our country. So we are starting our transformation education. Hope some days have shift in our education. A paradigm shift, I think, will be held in our education system. So I'd like to stop here. So this is the quote. I think you can see the screen by Socrates. I cannot teach anybody anything, but I can only make them think. So stay safe, stay fine, have a nice time. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much, Professor Jose. It's true that the teachers and educators generally are always at the forefront of new things happening. And now with COVID-19, we managed to do even more. Thank you for your presentation. Corina, I think you want to share something with us.
Looking out into the road, trying hard to get through the rain. Even when the skies are gray, you're always there to show the way. Telling me things I need to hear, a gentle hand but a firm command. You've taught me lessons to succeed, shared your wisdom we all need. You've been my strength as well as my friend, inspiring me every now and then to reach for my hopes and dreams that seemed so far away. I look up to you for all that you are, guiding light through the dark of night. You let me see what I can be. Thank you for believing in me. Foster the fire that burns inside and yearns to grow. Courage is all it takes, a journey we can make to touch the hearts who struggle every day. You've been my strength, inspiring me every day to reach for my hopes and dreams that seem so dreams so far. I look up to you for all that you are, a guiding light through the dark of night. You let me see what I can be. Thank you for believing. For all the lives you change, I thank you for believing in me.
Corina, I'm trying to keep professional here, but you'll move me to tears and I don't want this. I still have some work to do here. Okay, I think we're moving towards the end of our celebration today. Corina, I would like to invite you for your closing remarks.
Thank you, Georgia, and thank you all of you who are here today with us. I would like just to say that I try today to bring here people who are working or who are coming from different fields, not only teachers, not only educators. So today you can see next to us as guests our dear students who express their thoughts about their teachers. You can see future engineer from India, entrepreneurs, people. So I would like to thank you all. You make this event will be really a wonderful one. Thank you. And I would ask Georgia to continue.
Okay. Before asking Mr. Mohiuddin to give his vote of thanks and finish the event, I will grab the opportunity and share my screen. COVID-19 has been a difficult period for all educators because everyone was standing on our shoulders, students, parents, even governments. However, we managed. How? I will teach you in a room. I will teach you now on Zoom. I will teach you in your house. I will teach you with a mouse. I will teach you here and there. I will teach you because I care. So just do your very best and do not worry about the rest, because this is what teachers are about. Everyone is standing on us. We are there for everybody. So before asking Mr. Mohiuddin, I would like, because I can see people smiling, I would like everyone to turn on their cameras and have a group photo. Corina or Mr. Mohiuddin, could you please take the photos because I can't? Okay, turn on your cameras, wear your best smile, be proud that we are educators or students or anything. Corina, count up to 3, 1, 2, 3, I don't know how you do it. Unmute yourself and just count, okay? Smile.
Smile. 1, 2, 3.
You have another, I think you have 4 pages.
We have 4 pages, yes.
Keep smiling, please, people.
Keep smiling and open your camera, please. Thank you for joining us. Let us see your smile. 1, 2, 3.
Go on, Corina.
And the next one, but I cannot see people with camera open.
You can,
please open your camera.
You can click, you can right click on a person and put hide non-video participants, because maybe not everyone wants to turn their camera on. So you can take a group photo. I'm sorry for tiring you, but I think it's a great opportunity for us to be together in the photo, right? Manuel, I can see you're smiling. And Mr. Yusuf there.
I took the photos. Thank you very much.
Okay. All right. So before I ask Mr. Mohiuddin, I would like to thank everyone for being here today. It was an amazing event, not tiring. You kept on time. You shared valuable knowledge. You shared your own feelings. I love the way students expressed themselves about their teachers. And on my part, I would like to thank Corina Susda for giving me the opportunity to act as the moderator today, and Mr. Mohiuddin for organizing this event. Mr. Mohiuddin, the floor is yours.
Okay, thank you, our honorable great moderator. You are very great moderator. You carry us our today's webinar very greatly. And just I want to say thanks to our honorable today's 3 guest speaker, Professor Dr. Ganashan from USA and Dance from USA, and our honorable another speaker from Bangladesh, our teacher, our inspire, our pride, Mr. Muhammad Obir Hussain sir, and our honorable 3 expert speaker, Muhammad Yusuf from Afghanistan, and Akashdeep Bansal from India, and Rafat Tawi from Cameroon, and our today's great student boys. All of students said very wonderful about teacher, about us, about all of our educators. And I want to give especially thanks to our organizing team, and I want to very thanks to Corina Susdia who organized our today's webinar. I know that Corina is very successful leader across the globe, and we will success. I want to congratulate again dear Corina. Corina is our global coordinator. So by leading Corina, by leading all of you and who are joined with us, by helping all of us, we can success in future. And just I want to request Corina to announce about our next project. Okay, thanks to all. Thanks to our today's all of attendance. Thank you.
Thank you, Mohive.
Thank you very much.
For your
Hope
wonderful
to
words.
see you again.
But I want to tell you that I am nothing without all of you. So thank you, all of you. I am a leader because you are the best leaders who are with me. Thank you for always following me, for always helping me. I am who I am because you are with me. Okay, so you want I to announce about our next program who will start on 15th of October. The program is called GELTA, Global Education Learning Training Activities. It's a program for 3 months for students and teachers. The session will be weekly. In the first week, we'll start at 7 p.m. Indian time. In the second week, we wish to start at 5 p.m. Indian time because we want to give the opportunity to many teachers and students to join us because of their difference of time. What is GELTA actually? It's a program where trainers will present on a topic in front of the students. And after 30 minutes, the students have the possibility to interact with the trainers. They will have the possibility to raise their voice and to express on the same topic. They also can be like presenters in the session if they want. So I invite you all to motivate your students and let's join together to be in GELTA. Thank you very much. Please don't forget to fill the attendance form we shared in the chat box a few times.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Can I leave now, please?
Okay, sir. Okay, we will end now. Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you.
Hope to see you again.
Okay, sir. Dear Corina, can I end now as a host?
Yes, I think we can stop the session. Thank you once again. Have a great evening and celebrate Teachers' Day with your dears, maybe in a restaurant, who knows? Happy Teachers' Day. Bye-bye to all.
وصلت شوية وصلت البداية
Okay, thank you all.